Hey, hello, sorry, this is a little late start. I was trying to find this video um that I was looking for that showed this writer of the bear was put in handcuffs over this white lady not wanting him on the train near her. Listen, Tizzy had to literally take it down because it was up. He had two on there. One of this lady on the train, and then he had one on of this dentist that claims that she's MAGA. And and she wore like a MAGA hat, I guess. And if anyone didn't said something negative about her hat, that she would not turn off the gas so that they would feel the pain. I tried finding them, and apparently he had to take those two down, and it's no joke. But guess what? I scoured a little bit, and this TYT Sports actually has this, but everything else is literally scrubbed. Even what I saved, I could not even find it in my save. So this is actually, yeah, it was just craziness. I found it, but Tizzy, I think he did a good job of putting it together, but he apparently had to take it down. But there are some here. The bear writer Alex O'Keefe was arrested on a train. Okay, so we're gonna go back and look at this really quickly. And I'm going to show you, which a lot of you may have already seen it already. I just found that this was absolutely crazy, everyone. Why there's so much stuff going on in our country. And I'm sorry I'm coming on late. Listen, a girl was tired all day. But so Tizzy, Tizzy Entertainment, he must have had to take it down. I can't find anything of the other ones, but I found this that I'll show you in case you didn't see it. But what is going on with this? Let me do this, and then I want to get into talking about Pete Hegseth and Hegseth and this meeting, because listen, I came to a conclusion about this meeting that Pete is having with all these admirals and generals. I'm thinking about this, and I thought about, okay, I'm very naughty. So I was thinking about this meeting that is called on Tuesday, and think about this. Okay, so I saw where I'll get to this verse, and then we got to talk about Pete in this meeting afterwards and what I think about this, because this is he's not even going to be speaking long. So it cannot be about security. It has got to be about something else. I'm thinking this has got to be about, guess what? The visual scanning of it all. Pete is seriously considering reducing ranks from 4 to 3. This ain't nothing about a 3-eye atlas. And guess what? World War III knocking on our door, Putin or anything else. This has honestly got to be about the visual scanning of these high-ranking officials, if you know what I mean. I will get into that, but I want to show you this video that was visual scanning that I think. And it's really sad. I don't know how this person, this TY Sports, spun it, but I thought the other guy spun it very well, and he showed it very, very good. Tizzy Entertainment, but it was no longer on his page. Let me just get on here. I did not. This is craziness. Let me move the mic. Let me just show you this, because hold on a second.
This white woman said she didn't like the way I was sitting on the train. So you call the police. You call the police to arrest the one black dude on the train. I haven't done anything illegal. I haven't done anything illegal. I haven't done anything illegal. I am sitting on a train, and one white woman didn't like my presence. Resisting what? Resisting what? What are you trying to arrest me for? I was sitting on a train. I was sitting on a train, and you're trying to arrest me for what? Can I not even know what you're trying to arrest me for? Because a white woman, this white woman, resisting what? Am I being arrested?
This video is despicable yet unsurprising considering our current
Okay,
climate.
everybody, this is, to me, I'm now calling this shit visual scanning. Okay, so apparently this lady right here, everyone, as you can see in this corner, I'm sorry, this lady right here. Okay, this lady right here, because I'm on the two-way swivel, I'm on Facebook and YouTube. This lady apparently, and I just, like I said, I liked how Tizzy Entertainment did it, but because you could physically see the lady and everything. But I tell you what, if this is not visually scanning, I don't know what isn't. Okay, so you're gonna take someone that did not do anything, that's sitting across from you, and you don't like how they look. Tell me this is not visually scanning. But listen, I think Pete Hegseth is going to do a little visual scanning. I'm telling you, this is no joke. I think it's because if this was about the concern of Three-Eye Atlas, listen to me, hear me out, everyone. I could be very wrong. But if this was not about Three-Eye Atlas, the World War III knocking on our door, Putin, yada, 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 this meeting would be longer than maybe a half an hour or an hour. You don't call a meeting, everyone, and have every admiral and general around the world. Hold on a second, Cheetah. Get this straight. Around the world. Okay, let me get the mics up here. Around the world. Guess what? If this is not scanning to see what everyone looks like, to see what's going on, to see who's going to be D-ranked. I'm telling you something, because listen, I'm not lying to you. I don't like Arby's. Sorry, I don't like their food. I think something's different. They ain't talking about Three-Eye Atlas, and no, because apparently Pete is not going to be speaking very long. That's not enough time to brief generals and admirals all over the world about what's going on with Three-Eye Atlas or what could possibly go wrong. Wouldn't that take hours to sit down and go through? Wouldn't that take time for you to lay out the plan, lay out the visual to every admiral and general that you are calling from all over the world to come to this meeting on Tuesday? And as a matter of fact, hold on a minute, I'm thinking about this. There is more to this. This could be demoting. This could be the start of some demoting going on. This could be listen, it's too short of a meeting. You're not going to call everyone like this for just a very brief, short, quick. I mean, do you realize how a half an hour to an hour goes by? That don't even give you time to set up or lay out your diagram of what you're going to talk about. If this was about the safety of our country, it would damn near take, I would hope, Pete Hegseth, it would take more than an hour. This is no lie. And if it is about our country, and this is only the safety of our country and just my opinion, and this is only an hour or less that he's speaking about it, this is gonna kind of be a disgrace to Pete Hegseth, because you don't call top-notch admirals and generals to a meeting if you're only going to speak for a half an hour to an hour. That ain't giving you enough time to lay out your portfolio of what you're going to talk about if it's the severity of our country in danger. An hour, 10-hour, Pete, is not going to cut it. And so I am God serious. I hope this is about something different, because if not, this isn't gonna look good for Pete if it's just an hour or less. Think about it, everybody. This is our country at stake here. And if this meeting is less, even an hour, and you're gathering all these people, all these admirals and generals that've been at their jobs for so long, and they're so top notch at what they're doing, right? And so what I mean, it cannot, it just honestly, it cannot be about the safety of our country. I think this is about trust. I think that, listen, everyone, do you remember when Trump got in office just for the second time this year, that a lot of high-ranking officials got lie detector tests, remember, to see if what side they were on, to see if they were lying, to see if they like Trump administration, to see, do you remember that? So I'm just saying, I think they better be, I think the admirals and the generals that are coming right now, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen. And as a matter of fact, why does Trump have to show up? Doesn't he trust Pete to be able to handle this meeting with admirals and generals? I'm just wondering why Trump, yes, absolutely. But you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't even have to throw a loyalty test out. But listen, hey, you do what you got to do. I mean, every president administration does whatever they want, does things different. So, hey, if that's what they do, that's what they do. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that I think the admirals and the generals are going there because guess what? I think they're going to, certain ones are going to be summoned. Maybe even all of them. And I think there might be some reduction of rank, if you know what I mean. There's no way that this can be about the safety of our country. It is about who is the top-notch brass, right? Thank you. It's about the top-notch brass that are in the military, that are overseeing things, the admirals and the generals, right? All around our world. And I'm telling you right now that there's something else besides this. Pete, please tell me that once you get to this meeting, Pete, listen, Pete, hey, I have nothing against you, buddy, but listen to me. When you are in front of these admirals and generals that have all these years experience, Pete, more than you do, even though you're their boss, guess what? I am telling you, please come correct and make sure that you are knowledgeable and you know what you're going to talk about, and not just about de-ranking and all this stuff, because this is insanity level. Because if it is, our country, I mean, listen, this is a major security issue. Risk with having every admiral and general from around the world to come to this meeting on Tuesday. I think this is a high security risk. I'm sorry, everyone. If you agree with me or not, that is, what that's just my opinion. But what do you think about this? I mean, this is a high, and why would this be leaked out to the public? Oh, there you go. Why would this be leaked out? Someone had to tell people about this meeting. How would all of us YouTubers know, right? How would all of us YouTubers know this? How would anybody know this? If it was a private meeting and it was so private, no one should know this. No one should have known about this meeting. I'm God serious now when I tell you this. No one should know anything about this meeting, because now we are now it is serious business, because this is I don't know what Pete's doing, but Pete, you got to come correct. You got to come correct, Pete, because right now what happened and what you're doing with this meeting and everybody knowing it is not cool. It is not cool on every level, because and you're not going to be speaking very long, maybe an hour or less. How the hell are you covering security for our country in less than an hour? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. And so yeah, exactly, probably. Exactly. So, to me personally, everyone, and this is just my opinion, I think that guess what? Pete's gonna do a little kind of cleaning house, kind of like visually scanning to see who's getting ready to go. And I'm not lying to you, because if he ain't talking, if he is not talking for long, trust and believe it is a visual scanning of the admirals and generals. I'm not lying to you. This isn't about safety. And Pete, this isn't, and this is not a good time, Pete, to do this. I'm not, yes, it is really weird. Yes, it freaking absolutely is. But here's the thing, everyone. If Pete is doing this to weed out who he wants and who he doesn't want in the admirals and generals, guess what? Pete, this isn't the time. This is not the time to do this. You should have done this a long time before this. Now we've got World War III knocking on our door. We've got 3I Atlas, which we don't even know what the hell is going on with that. I mean, we don't know what is happening with that. We don't know if it's going to go off course and even get closer to us. Yes, thank you, Max. Yes, we don't know what's going on. But Pete, this is not the time to call admirals and generals in about a demotion, not a promotion. I know ain't nobody calling it about promotion, because he is seriously considering. And why would you consider reducing the rank to 4 to 3? I mean, these are our soldiers. So Pete calls them our war fighters. Okay, okay, they changed the name, right? Something's going on. There's a lot going on, and this is not no time to play pity pat. This is not no time to be focusing on reducing ranks, and because the think about it is, we need our admirals and generals. This ain't no time to be worrying about visually scanning, focusing on reducing ranks, because that'll just piss everybody off. That'll just piss everyone off, and we just don't have time for that. But so I was just wondering, this is a test. This is a loyalty test up in here. Pete, your meeting is a loyalty test, dude. Listen, I'm breaking it down. I'm stating my opinion. This is a loyalty test that we don't need right now, because right now is a serious time. Right now is where we cannot afford every single admiral and general, right? So many tests, exactly. So many damn tests. But this is not a time. Man, you should have tested, Pete, you should have tested the admirals and generals. You know what? When you were testing the other staff and giving everyone else lie detector tests, right? To see who was real and who was loyal and who was not. Remember the lie detector test, man, the loyalty test, let's call them. Well, guess what, admirals and generals, buckle up, because this is all about the test, right? This is all about the test. And so listen, how about if not too many of them pass? This is the serious stuff. How about if some of those admirals and generals don't pass? Because why is Trump there? I'd like to know. I know Trump's the president and everything, but why is he there? Why is he going? Does he not trust Pete's ability to handle this meeting? I mean, who is in charge? Pete, are you in charge, or is Trump in charge and you're just a person in the front? Because if you're in charge, Pete, there's no need for President Trump to be there, right? There's no need for Trump to be there. Exactly. We know something's coming. But here's what I'm saying, everybody, and hear me out. He's only supposed to be speaking for like an hour or less. I'm just keeping it real. So is that enough time to lay out a portfolio, show visuals on a screen of what is going on in our country that the admirals and generals need an urgent meeting about? And you're only going to speak less than an hour? Pete, no. You when you're calling the admirals, if I was in charge and I was calling the admirals and generals in, this is serious stuff. I'm not going to be just calling them in for an hour or a half an hour to talk to them about aliens, World War III, or Russia, Putin's devious mind, and anything else. It's going to take all day, Pete. It's going to take all day. Not just a half an hour to an hour, Pete. Don't do this. Because a true leader lays out the plan, lays out the visual to all these admirals, top-notch admirals and generals. Not just some stand up and about a half an hour to an hour talk. They ain't got time for that. And these admirals and generals have way more experience, Pete, than you do. No offense. So how are you going to sit there or stand there and lay this out to seasoned people when you're new at this game, when you're trying to learn your job still? Yes. And this is, it's Godsmack serious, Jamon, a crazy time to be actually alive in this earth. Because this is scary. Because you've got Pete, who is very inexperienced, still learning the job, right? And how are you going to do this? I'm just wondering. And so I don't sound like an idiot. I'm just keeping it real. How is this happening? Because when those admirals, those top-notch admirals and generals come there to this meeting, they are coming with seriousness in their faces. Pete, I don't know if you're prepared to handle and face all these admirals and generals with all these years experience. And you got to come correct to this meeting. And you just can't. And you got to have the visual layout for them of what is going on. You got to have the agenda laid out of what you are going to talk about. And it's got to be longer than an hour. Because if not, this is going to look bad. But I have a feeling that this isn't even about that. As an American, and just like I said, so the visual, should be laid out for them when they come. If it's about the seriousness of our country and the safety of our country. We even got aliens knocking on our door. I mean, this is the crazy stuff, everyone. We even have aliens knocking on our door. If they're already here. People have been seeing weird stuff in our skies. Let me show you some things here. Just really quick. And you know what? Beat me over the head. But as you're beating me up over the head with your immature ignorances with some of you in the comments, which it doesn't faze me, then if you're going to beat me up proper. Hit the subscribe button. And then you can beat me up all the time, right? Whatever you say, I don't take it to heart. Yeah. So whatever you're saying to me, when NASA starts, exactly, when they start admitting, hi, Rambo. Rambo's on. Hi, Rambo. Okay, so let me show you just some snippets from different YouTube outlets, okay? Because I want to that really cover this, and so that we can just get this going on here. There you go. So we can see what's happening. Okay, this was just like people sent this in.
Field of Greens, the real
And,
organic.
This was just happening. Let me move the mic so you can honestly see what's going on here. Now this is Mr. MBB333. Let's see what.
Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, we're going to a small community in Wyoming, northwestern Wyoming, where a gentleman saw a very unusual craft outside the front door of his house. I also have in this video a brand new flash update to share with you guys. The phenomena that's been sweeping the earth continues to sweep the earth and hasn't slowed down since November of 2024. Have you guys noticed the Schumann resonance has been in high gear the last 24 to 48 hours and the last 5 days in general, but especially the last 24 hours, you can see the spikes over 50 hertz at times, lasting for 2 or 3 hours at a time. If you guys have noticed the activity in the Schumann, leave a comment down below in the comment section. I hear from a lot of people that are sensitive to these large spikes in the Schumann, and you can see the date up here at the top, 9/28 of 2025. This has been an ongoing event, once again, for the last 5 days, off and on. Want to take you guys now up to Wyoming. Here we go. A small community 75 miles southeast of the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera. And the name of the town is right here, Metetsi, and it's got a population of 327 people. Here's the location on Google Earth. Compared to the supervolcano, it's 75 miles from Yellowstone, but it has absolutely nothing to do with Yellowstone, what you're about to see in this video. Taken by Howard, shared with me by Leah. The video goes back to September the 5th, but it's still relevant. This is a brand new video that was just shared with me today. I received it this morning. This is the original vertical video. You can see there's a blue ring in the sky. Howard happened to look out his front door, and he just started recording. He had no idea what he was seeing, and he recorded for just a few seconds and then stepped back inside. There was a white object behind the blue ring in the nighttime sky. There's the white object right there. We're going to come back and focus in on the blue ring right there. You can see in the upper left-hand corner. He had never seen anything like this before, and I got to be honest, I've never seen anything quite like this either. Once again, this is from a very small community in Wyoming of 327 people. Right there's the object, the blue object, and there's the white object. What were these objects doing in the skies above Wyoming, 75 miles south and east of the supervolcano caldera? There was a close-up view. We're going to go in even closer, and I do some modification work there. I just zoomed in on the white object. It wasn't blinking. The blue object, it appeared to have its own energy source. It appeared to be moving in a circular motion very, very quickly, as you're going to be able to see right here. Here I put it in slow motion and zoomed in, and you can kind of see that motion. It's either flickering on and off, or it's doing some sort of strange maneuver in the sky. It wasn't making any noise. And again, Howard just happened to look out the front door of his house and saw this bizarre activity in the sky just a couple of weeks ago. Once again, in Wyoming, 75 miles southeast of the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera. I want to take you guys now down to Australia. I want to revisit this just real quick. This too was some bizarre behavior spotted in the sky by Heath when he stepped outside and saw this up in the sky. And the reason I wanted to revisit this video is because there were people under the impression that this was caused by an airplane. This was not caused by an airplane. If this were caused by an airplane, we would see this in the sky on a daily basis. Airplanes fill the skies of the earth 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So this phenomenon right here wouldn't even have been a surprise if that were the case. This would be something that he would see on a daily basis, and he's never seen this. And if you look real close at the end of these lines in the sky, you can see what looks like a 90-degree angle right there as you zoom in close. Right here's the 90-degree angle. An airplane couldn't pull off that kind of maneuver, guys. I'm not quite sure what this was, but one thing I am sure of, this was not caused by an airplane. Heath had never seen this before in the sky above his location, and for me personally, this is the first video of its kind this where something appeared to ricochet, almost skip across the top of the atmosphere that looked like a guitar pick. Once again, it's my humble opinion that was not caused by an airplane. Hey guys, I have a quick flash update to share with you guys.
Oh, okay, here's more. And I'm telling my
I want to
experience
share
with
a
the
few of
flashing
these
light.
with you guys. This first video has narration by George, who works at a hotel, has never seen this type of behavior at this hotel since he's been working here. Here's the narration and the video sent in by George.
All the side lights are flashing. That's really weird. I've been here for over a year and never seen this. This is at a hotel. Engineering doesn't even know what's going on. He said that's very odd. He's checking the breakers, but he's never seen this either.
So as you heard George say, he spoke with the engineering department, and they'd never seen this type of behavior before at this hotel where the lights were flashing all up and down both sides of the very long hallway. Going to Florence, South Carolina, Tina M couldn't help but notice the flashing lights at the convenience store. Andre out of Binghamton, New York, noticed flashing lights inside of a fast food restaurant as he was driving his bicycle past the restaurant. Notice the lights inside there flickering very, very rapidly that should not have been flickering. Victoria, British Columbia. Once again, this phenomena is still sweeping the earth. I'm getting videos from Canada, the United Kingdom, Europe, Australia. This video here happens to be out of Canada, all across the U.S. Video sent in here by Larry Rogers. Couldn't help but notice these street lights flickering at an intersection as he was waiting on the lights to cycle through. Example number 4 out of Athens, Tennessee by JT. Also noticed lights outside. This was in a parking lot. These were parking lot lights that were flickering and flashing rogue and randomly for unknown reasons. Example number 5 by Judy Hanks out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This light in her house normally does not flicker. She woke up the other morning, walked into the kitchen, and that light was behaving just like you're seeing right here in this video. It's unedited, exactly the way I received it. Example number 6 out of Alberta, Canada, sent in by Karina Watson, who noticed the headlights of this truck flashing, and they're not on flash. They're not even supposed to be flashing.
Okay, now
but they were. That's what compelled her to take the video.
I'm going to show you something else, and this was just a day ago from Mr. MBB. People send him everything in. I will tell you, I have had experience with these flashing lights. I was at work, and the lights just started going like this. I was driving down the road. I even saw lights going like this on it's just this something's going on, everybody. Listen, this is scary. This is scary stuff. These lights are no joke. There's something, if aliens or whatever's controlling our light system, we're in big trouble, because something could just go down at any minute of the time. Okay, so let's watch this really quick. This is
don't go anywhere. Look. Slow the scroll just for a minute. I'm going to share some very cool stuff with you guys in this video. But first, I have an important hurricane update. I've been keeping you guys updated for the last few weeks. Let me just
skip over this.
24 hours. That could be Imelda, the next.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. I skipped to what?
Yet, but there's a high-speed aircraft that enters the field of view as if it were investigating whatever happened here. And notice up here at the top, you can see it kind of thins out and it's thicker down at the bottom. Well, that would imply that whatever happened here came from a vertical position and got thicker as it got closer to the ground, and the density is obviously thinner the higher up you go. So did something fall from the sky a couple of days ago? Here comes this airplane. See it over here on the left? I'm going to zoom in on it right now. It was a high-speed jet. You see it right there in the field of view, and in just a matter of a few seconds, it's going to be coming out over here on the right-hand side of that activity. Right there it is. See it?
Yeah.
I mean, that thing was moving fast, very fast, as if it was scrambled to go check out the situation here, whatever the situation was. Did something go up into the sky, or did something fall from the sky? And as you can see, the plane right there was flying from left to right. That would be from south to north, and it appeared to be fairly low to the ground, considering it could have been way up here, but it was as if maybe something did fall from the sky and land on the ground out here in the southwestern United States. Speaking of the southwestern United States, and speaking of the southwestern United States, check this out. Video also sent in by Nikki from Arizona, California, Nevada. This would be where the three states meet. This was taken yesterday.
Okay, everybody, let me just pause Mr. MBB here. Just like I said, this is really honestly getting scary. And so, I would pray that Pete, this meeting would be more than an hour, not fixing to worry about reducing and letting go and replacing admirals and generals at this point in time, when, as you see in these videos, this is our United States. This was just the other day, and this is happening. And we got stuff. There's so many other videos on Mr. MBB 333 from all over this United States of people sending him craziness that they're seeing in the skies. It's just, I'm going to take you to even another guy that people send him videos also, and you just cannot believe what is going on here. I mean, let me see. There is just so much. Earth is mysterious. Okay, so let me look at this. I'm going to show you another person that really gets a lot of videos, and so let me just look the name up real quick, and while I'm talking to you, but I just think that we got too much craziness going on, and Chaos Moogle. Okay, let's see if we can find the Chaos Moogle. I don't even know. Okay, here he is. There's so much crazy stuff on this man's channel that is actually real. I'm just trying to, let me find, this is 1 day ago. Okay, this is 1 day ago. So this is, okay, right here's the one I want to show you. This is actually 1 day ago. Let's just
Given up on cleaning your
you just have to see it too. I mean, you just got, I just do. You see it for yourself. Let's just look at, and it's actually real. This guy does good investigating.
For you guys today, and some possible
just have an open mind.
Sightings.
Listen to this.
Y'all, let's jump right in. Starting in Los Angeles, California, August 30th, 2025.
Well, yeah.
What the hell is this?
This is just 2025. I mean, it's getting scary, everybody. I'm just trying to show you different stuff. I mean, there's so many videos that he has from years back also, but it's just the same. And it's really getting scary out there. I don't even know.
Hello? And I don't want to hear no swamp gas or any crazy excuse. I'm over the government excuses on these crazy anomalies in our skies. Posted by Little Space Monkey, that is one of the best UFO sightings I've seen in a while. But it doesn't end there. Moscow, Russia, June 30th, 2025. Giant UFO spheres hovering in the sky. Smash like, take a look.
It's craziness. What the hell is this shit going on? What is this? I mean, everybody, and also, I mean, this is just one part, but there is so many other things going on. I wanted to show you about this thing here that he covers about this weird alien egg. Now, I know all you think I'm nuts. I don't even know what to think about this, but this story keeps getting stranger and stranger by the minute. But this is him telling this story. I mean, I have no idea, everyone. This story is so bizarre about this alien egg.
Sometimes
that
it can feel like there's
I have no idea. Let's just see what's going on.
Y'all,
okay.
I've got some mind-blowing UFO sightings for you guys today,
crazy.
including an alleged UFO that landed in Panama, and hatched into some venom-like
alien symbiote. Yes, Marvel fans, I mean that Venom. I also have an insane video that shows China allegedly shooting down a UFO, and unlike US, doing it successfully. And knowing that
Yeah,
you
this one
guys
here
really
is the
love
black
that
tentacle
congressional
thing. What is
released
going on
UFO
with this
with the missile
crazy?
shooting it down, but some of you were upset that you couldn't see it too
Yeah.
clearly. Even with the Tupacopper enhancements, I've actually found a much better enhancement that highlights the contrast and really lets you see what's going on in this crazy UFO sighting. The enhancement comes from Merrick VR over on Twitter, and it really showcases the pieces flying off of this UFO when the missile bounces off of it. Take a look.
This was shown 1,000 times. I mean, this one here. But I mean, let's get to the tentacle one. Ugh.
That is a much better look, and it definitely looks like it has some
It's
fluidity to
it's
it.
crazy.
I'm going back to that liquid metal because I do see that liquid property. Liquid metal, living metal. Metal's just doing everything nowadays. Now, the incredible video of the UFO shot down in China. This clip is going viral on Bilibili, and I want to give a big shout out to Skywatch Signal for showcasing this and continuing to do research. They're trying to get as much information about this strange sighting as possible. We're not the only ones shooting at UFOs, and some countries are succeeding. Smash like and check this out.
How are they? This is Chaos Mogul. He gets all kind of good scoop. You want to go over and check him out too, everyone. I'm serious. Here's his name right here. He really does good research. He just doesn't put anything up.
Now, while no official word has been put out, word around Bilibili is that it was actually officially intercepted.
Who knows?
And
You
they
just
are
have an
doing
open mind.
something
I mean,
with
I'm just
whatever it
saying,
is
there's so
that they
much weird
retrieved.
stuff.
Now, for one of the most insane UFO sightings and even alien sightings that we've had since the Las Vegas UFO event. This is an alleged UFO crash landing in Panama, according to King Panama. Right. And I want to give a shout out to
I don't think it was taken down anyway.
This on
Jim.
Instagram. You can follow both. You'll see those tags in
down.
the video. This is crazy. This UFO allegedly crashes from the sky, sets the floor on fire, ablaze, and from it, this weird rock-like egg that hatches.
This is craziness. I mean, this guy still has
the Venom symbiote. It's wild. And if this is legit,
yeah, I believe it too.
First,
I actually believe this, everyone.
And clear look at alien life on Earth.
All right.
Take a look.
September, a meteor crashed in Panama.
I believe this, everyone.
This TikToker, Kin Panama, documented this. First off, I want to say thanks to Kin for giving us the opportunity to see this firsthand and documenting it so clearly. You know, this man has a well-standing profile. He posts about normal things for years, and all of a sudden starts posting this footage. I don't have any reason to believe it's AI.
It does not look like AI. I believe this.
Had life reactions to it, or has life reactions to it. It moves. It's not feeding off anything. It's not getting air. He's kept it in the dark for the most part. He has put it out in the sun. It doesn't seem to affect it. The crash site here is what's really got my attention. It glows phosphorescently or luminescently rather around the site, which is interesting because we find all this luminescent and phosphorescent stuff out of Mexico, and you know it's not something that's common in our world, so it's very interesting to see it in this fashion.
No, not everything on the internet's true. But I believe this, everyone. I've seen this that creature, and I went to this guy's TikTok page. I mean, you can see that it is obviously real. It's not nothing fake. It's not AI. I mean, you can really see that there is something strange
of all the places
happening
that could expose
with
you
this
to
thing. What is this? This tentacle. I don't even know what you would even call it. But I have actually went over there and this alien hatch. Let's just check this out once. Hatch. I mean, I saw it so many times that I just it is really looks, you can see it swimming around. He has it in a tank. I don't know. You just have to really just go by your own thing with what you believe with this. But here it is getting bigger. You can obviously see it in the
to see what a
tank.
black light would do to this.
There's so much AI and stuff, but you can actually see it. I don't know why the government hasn't sent anyone around to check this creature out that this guy has. He's making a boatload of money off of showing it off. It is actually real. Here it is. People by the millions are watching his
TikTok and follow this
TikTok.
man
It's
to
bigger.
keep
It's
up with
huge
this.
now. It's in a tank.
A lot of people reached out to
But
him
this
and
is-
asked for, biological samples so they could put it into the lab and see what the heck we're dealing with. The curiosity is very high on this. However, I feel that the danger is also very high if that's the
It
case.
is really scary.
They thought it
You
was a
should see
plant
it
to
now.
begin
It's
with.
really
And
it's
here
big.
we are,
I
as
don't know
it continues
who
to grow
this guy
and
is,
continues to
but-
post it, they're starting to call it venom.
I don't know what
It looks
is.
like a black something,
I don't know, but
black
it's
goo
grown
of some
a lot
form,
from
but
this.
it's got definite life form. It moves and it was just staying on the meteor and flexing its little tentacles and things of that nature for many days. He started to take samples for scientists. He had the bravery to go in and start cutting these things and creating these samples in these jars.
Now that's okay, everybody.
Which
Here's the thing. Now listen to this, everyone, what this man said. This young guy started cutting the tentacles so he can make more of these. Now, this is a regular person who found this. Now he's tinkering and cutting samples to make more. Does this make any sense? Why isn't the government I do not think that's false. I'm sorry. I've seen how big that thing got. It is float. You can obviously see it is real. I'm sorry, that is not fake. But what I'm getting back to with all this, everyone, is that this meeting, getting back to Pete with this meeting, okay, this meeting should be about the realness of everything that's going on or about to go on in our country. There's something serious happening here. I don't even know how we're even going to handle all this. Just think about this. Only a matter of weeks ago, Trump was devout friends with Putin, and now he is on Ukraine's side, which pissed Putin off to the fullest extent, right? So think about this, everyone. In the meantime of Trump thinking that Russia was our friend and it was his friend, not our friend. We all knew he wasn't our friend. Trump just got the memo. But do you realize all the information that Putin's probably gathered by talking to Trump? Do you realize that there's probably so many spies that are in our country right now? Even the biggest influx of agents in our country over this. Do you realize that we don't even know what's going to happen here? We don't even know what's even going on in our own country or what's about to unfold, right? We have so many shootings in churches. It's not even funny. It's really getting scary out there. People are losing their damn minds right now. And it is really scary, really, really scary. And I don't sit on here and try to give you false information. It's not like that. I try to check everything as best as I can and as to the most earnest way I can. So I'm not sitting on here just researching goofy stuff for you. I'm trying to give you real stuff that's actually happening and unfolding, okay? But what I think is that, Pete, if you've got to talk about the issues with these admirals and generals of our country, and you've got to talk about the seriousness of everything. That Pete, you're not qualified to do this. They're qualified, and maybe that's why you're calling them. But why Trump has to be there? Trump, why are you there? Shouldn't you trust Pete? Okay, why is Pete there? Why is Trump going there with Pete? I mean, this is strange to me. Why Trump is going there with Pete? No offense, maybe he just wants to see all of his admirals and generals also, right? But there's just more to this. And if Trump truly trusts Pete with gathering up the admirals and generals, he would not even be there, right? If a president trusts it, but Trump's going to be there, and I think Trump is going to overpower Pete, because I'm just saying he's going to overpower whatever message that Pete is got to say to these admirals and generals. Trump's going to overpower that, and whatever Pete has got to say, it ain't going to do anything because Trump's going to take the forum and take the lead, right? So I just, what is going on here? I mean, this is, oh my God, everybody, stay tuned. I don't even know. Let's do our own visual scanning, right? Let's do our own visual scanning. I do not understand, for the love of God of me, why we are having everyone know about these meetings. That's scary. Why everyone knows about this meeting. It's Tuesday, it's in Virginia. We all know this. Why do we all know this when this should be so top secret? So top secret, it's not even funny. Because this puts our country in an imminent danger around the world, right? That, it's seriously, So what is going on here? What is happening? So let's see what happens, everyone. I don't know. Stay tuned because there's so much stuff going down, and who knows what this meeting is about. So let's hope it's the seriousness, but an hour or less isn't going to cut it with admirals and generals with many, many, many years of experience in our military. It's not going to cut it with them. They are going to be so heavily mad or pissed underneath their skin that it's not even funny, right? So have a blessed night, everyone. I'll see you when I see you. And stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, the like, and stay positive, everyone. Stay positive, stay happy. Thank you, Facebook. Don't forget to hit the follow. YouTube, I love you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next one, right?